Welcome to Hamilton, the freaking heart of Ontario, where a vanguard of ale blazers has hammered out a craft beer utopia. From east to west, wells of mankind's favorite nectar can be found across the entire city.
It's been said many times, the city's kind of going through a renaissance.
Hamilton is going crazy right now, but there's a lot of work to do.
Hamilton's a very blue-collar city. The owners of the breweries are the ones behind the scenes doing all the dirty work.
We all want to see this city thrive the way we all know it can. We're kind of doing our little part as a group to help with that.
Today, the boys will delve into three of Hamilton's finest, Grain and Grit, Fairweather, and Clifford Brewing. Three breweries who opened their doors around the same time. Three breweries with passion, creativity, and individuality. Three breweries who are willing to entertain three of the biggest beer nerds in Canada for one epic pub crawl. This is Tales from the Ale Trail. Hamilton.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Joe.
And we're the owners of Grain and Grit. We got started basically out of Joe's passion for beer and my passion for customer service. The journey started probably like 10 years ago when we started talking about the possibility of opening a brewery, and we just never thought it would be possible, but we did it our own way, so now here we are.
So I'm Mark. I'm typically the camera operator on this show.
I legitimately want to try everything here.
The hardest thing about doing that is seeing your three best friends drinking delicious beers and not being able to participate yourself.
4 flights, please.
No, 3 flights.
You didn't tell him?
Well, I didn't think he'd come if I told him.
So when the guys said they'd find me a replacement and invited me out today, I was really excited.
You're kind of the designated driver today.
Thanks.
It gives me all the gratification that I need to create a community and to be a place where people want to come. There's nothing like it, that feeling of realizing like, oh my goodness, we created this space.
To me, it feels like we already succeeded.
Yeah.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
So we're all rocking something different on this first one.
Yeah, so I got the oatmeal stout with chai. It is incredible. Would you like to dabble?
No thanks.
No? Yes, please.
We've been like friends for over a decade now, and you still can't share a drink with me?
And you still ask me if I want to.
One day you might say yes, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
I'll have the first sip, but the second after your saliva and stuff are getting all mixed in there, no thanks. I can live with my 3.
I think Chris's saliva makes this taste better.
It probably does, you know?
When you throw in the chai, what are you experiencing there?
It hits a cinnamony, like kind of a spiciness. It really adds to the personality and character. Like I would say this would be a Paul Rudd. It's charming, it's got a lot of personality, and my wife would 100% love it. Like, love it a lot.
No matter what it's in. If it's in a can, if it's in a bottle, if it's on tap.
It doesn't matter if this thing is starring in a rom-com or a superhero film, my wife is gonna love it, and I'll be jealous of it. You don't feel like you're missing out? Like, I look at everything and I kind of wanna try it all.
Oftentimes when we've done flights together too, we'll actually purposely pick completely different beers so we can trade off. So I think you're missing out.
I was taking Nick Cage for the Thrillsner. It's a traditional German Pilsner that's been dry hop American style. So it's got some thrills too, right? And I feel like Nicolas Cage, he's all about the thrills.
You have something for Nick Cage, eh?
Yeah.
So this is the Thrillsner. It's a Bohemian style Pilsner. It's very, very good.
It's very juicy.
This to me is like a Freddie Mercury. It's a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, Bohemian style.
The Bohemian style. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening.
I thought you just thought Freddie Mercury was juicy.
Yeah, that too.
There's a lot more sweetness than a usual Pilsner, I find.
Yeah, absolutely, and a little bit of bitterness at the end too.
Juicy and crushable.
I would say this is high on the crushability scale.
Speaking of high on the crushability scale, I'm trying the Bob's Best Bitter here. And it's very nice. Not a lot of places are doing them. And this one has got a real nice roasty vibe to it. More than you'd get with some other bitters, but it's still got that light feel to it, and it goes down nice and easy.
It's got like some murkiness.
Yeah, it's got a real nice color too.
If this was water, it would be revolting, but because it's a beer, that is very attractive.
If any of these were water,
This is the Very Good. It's delicious. It's my favorite beer right now that we have.
Oh my gosh. This thing is delightful. So they have raspberry, blackcurrant, and lemon zest with a bit of lactose.
It's creamy. It's a little bit sweet. It's tart. I think this is a good Lady Gaga beer for sure.
I have the same one, but it's a little down the line. I wonder if I should take a little sneak of it.
That would be like Ernie from Sesame Street, because it reminds me of Sherbert.
Sherbert.
If you're into more of like a cocktail vibe,
Yeah.
this is a really nice choice.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta be honest, I really wanted this on my choice, but as soon as I saw that you picked it, I'm like, I'll just share it, Nick.
It's phenomenal.
It's wonderful.
I mean, this sour's got a lot going on. It's loud, it's in your face, but it's enjoyable. I'm gonna say this is like a Sam Jackson.
So this I'm actually really, really excited about. This is the Cheer Up. It's made with tangerine peels and a little bit of lemon zest.
Can I give that a little sniff?
Yeah. Do you want to try it first before I take the first sip there, Drew?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, get in there.
Get it. Dabble. I like that glass.
That's really nice.
Now you're not getting any more.
No, definitely. Probably Nick doesn't even want any more after that. Who would want more?
Right?
Yo, please.
You wanted some. There you go.
See, and this is the fear of missing out, because
Right?
to me, this is worth it. That's creamy. It reminds me of like an orange Julius or freshly squeezed orange juice, like straight up with pulp.
Oh, wow. That's smooth. That's nice.
If you look back in history, every community had a pub or a brewery or something where they could gather. You're seeing the return of that because people want a place like that to gather. And we've just really embraced that idea and tried to create a community around our brewery.
For my second one here is the high and dry sour saison. It definitely has a really, really nice, not overpowering sourness to it. And then it's got that farmhouse, those earthy vibes to it as well. It's a really nice balance.
Yeah, is that a Tom York then?
Yeah, this could be a Tom York, just based on the name.
So this is the In the Palms IPA with lactose, which they're not classifying it as a milkshake IPA, but they have mango and guava in this.
I'd like to actually try that before you, I know I said I'm fine with my choice, but.
There's something very intimate about you drinking my beer. I like it.
It's all yours now.
Thank you.
I like that. It's got like peachiness to it.
You can actually taste the guava in here too.
Do you actually know what guava is?
That's what I was gonna say.
And I don't actually know what it tastes like.
Guava is always the fruit that they lump in with other fruits. It's never like, hey, here's a guava juice. It's like guava mango. So I don't know, it must be a good complementary thing.
Yeah.
I can definitely taste the mango, especially the pininess of the mango, which complements the hoppiness.
I would say this would remind me of Adele, because you don't want to be the guy who dumps her.
You don't want to waste that one.
Because you don't want to waste it, right? And then she would make a whole bunch of songs about you, and you'd be that guy. And
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
For me, pick of the flight is definitely the In the Palms IPA. This is absolutely delicious. Crushability is super high. Just lovely, lovely taste.
It was a tough choice.
Yeah.
Because the Berry Good is so good. But for my personal preference, love bitters. This bitter just has different characteristics.
I wish I could have tried some of it.
Yeah.
You can try the rest. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, did you want to try it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a perfect flight for me because each beer brought a uniqueness to it and an individual personality, and I actually really love them all. If I had to choose today, though, it would be the Berry Good, just because it is so unique and so vibrant. Could also be because it was our first flight of the day. It's nice to start with something very juicy.
Yep.
Or berry juicy.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Yep. I don't like what he did there.
To Fairweather!
With grain and grit gleefully glimmering on their glands, the boys set forth to Fairweather's fancy fine establishment as they embark on an arduous 160-meter road. Yes, 1 minute by car or 2 minutes by walking. The boys didn't really need a designated driver for this part.
My name's Ron McAllister. I'm one of the founders and the head brewer at Fairweather Brewing.
And I'm Brent Milch. I'm the behind-the-scenes stuff, you know, the sexy stuff.
Fairweather's a fairly new brewery. We've got taproom and bottle shop where we try to have everybody in as frequently as possible and express who we are through the space.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey. You're starting at that end?
Hey, you go left to right. Read like a book.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Okay.
Yeah, because that's a sour. You're not going to do a sour.
Oh, we'd have different beers. That's why.
Yeah, that's
I just got confused.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a sip of this delicious nectar. This is an American-style pale ale where they use single hops. So this is a mosaic hop. I feel you dig it.
It's pretty good.
It's, yeah, look at that. Okay.
I really like that. You tried that?
Try it, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It's like got nice peach,
Yeah.
grapefruit, mango. It's super, super, super fruity.
I actually really like the combination of hops and fruits in there, right? Like
Yeah, you get your bitter, but then you got your the citrus notes, the tartness.
It's got pine, grapefruit, and it's got like a zestiness to it.
Yeah.
It's bold, it's big. This reminds me of David Harbour, Chief Hopper on Stranger Things. I mean, not only is it Hopper, get it? But he's like a big dude, very manly. And this, I feel, is a manly pale ale. I wish I had more.
Yeah. I wish I had more of that one too.
I can't imagine a home brewer who doesn't consider the possibility of opening up a brewery.
A big part of the craft beer spirit is DIY. I mean, a lot of people get into it in the first place because they try something and they want to attempt to make it at home.
So, and what was this one?
That's the high grade.
The high grade is assertively hopped, fruit-forward American IPA.
That's different. It has a lot of banana notes. For an IPA, a lot of banana notes. Smooth, easy drinking.
Yeah, I get a little bit of sweetness in there too.
What about you?
This is the Long Shadow.
Oh, we both have this one, Drew.
Oh.
You and I can enjoy this together.
So this is an American stout with toasted coconut, vanilla, and I can't pronounce that word, but it's got some coffee in it as well.
Cetil Serra coffee.
Oh, wow.
I think if you roll the R, it makes it more...
That's the secret?
Serra.
Right away, you get that vanilla aftertaste. It's very like a nice roasty flavor. You get the dark chocolate in there. It's got a nice sweetness to it as well.
Yeah. Lots of coffee on the nose I'm getting too.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And I know, Mark, I know you would love this beer too.
Look at the color on that.
Yeah, that's got a great color. This is the Wild Vanessa.
Oh.
I definitely get the hibiscus out of this, and certainly tart. Very good. Love the hibiscus.
Like you offered Drew, you know he's never
Yeah,
going
he's
to
never
take
gonna
it.
take it.
I know that I can always come back here and try it later if I want.
I find though there's like an urgency. Like a lot of these things, they're seasonal. Especially brewers like this, they're experimenting with beers all the time, and they might just be like, yeah, okay, that was really fun, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but if you walk into a donut shop, at any given time, a place that's making donuts is gonna have 12 donuts, okay? Are you gonna go in there and be like, well, I gotta try every donut then?
I would consider buying more than one.
Sure, and I have 3. I have 3 beers. Doesn't mean I need to have 4.
I don't know, man. It's nice to explore.
Sure, it's nice to explore. I'm not arguing that fact.
I do find that a lot of people, they'll come into a sour and they'll be like, oh, I don't like it. And it's like, because sometimes, you know, you get that first sip, it's like, bam, it's like, ah. I find definitely with this one right away, the more and more I'm tasting it, the more and more I love it.
It's kind of like you have an album. The band is beer. We love the band beer, right? And now their new album is called Sour. But it takes a few listens to
When you
get
first
into
hear it, you're like,
Yeah, I'm listening to it on the way to work. I'm listening to it getting the dinner ready, doing the dishes, and okay, now this is my favorite album. Way to go, beer.
yeah, way to win me over.
That's Grammy Award winning. That's a Celine Dion.
It's an Audrey Hepburn. I won Oscars.
Isn't that Katharine Hepburn?
Yeah, that's it.
Another flagship of Fairweather, Dream Pop.
Dream Pop.
It says glitter
Oh,
forward.
a glitter forward. I'm not sure what glitter forward means. Dry hopped American kettle sour.
It's like an LOL doll in a glass.
This is like really good. lemon lime sort of fuzzy peach.
Like the candy?
Like the candy.
Yeah, like the candy.
Brings me back to like summer camp when I'd get a package of fuzzy peaches and I would just eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'd have a fizzy pop with it.
Yeah.
Probably why my dentist said my teeth look like the teeth of an 85-year-old man.
Right.
And I thought it was a compliment at first. I'm like, thank you, I have mature teeth. You know? Like if someone said, you have the wisdom of an 85-year-old man, they'd be like, oh, thank you.
I have a bladder of an 85-year-old man because I pee a lot. Oh, hey! Hi, Mark. Too much to drink? Anyway, now that I gotcha, Drew was talking about donuts, and I Googled it. There's a gourmet donut shop literally right around the corner here. So I was wondering after you're done, if you can go get us some donuts.
Sure.
Thanks.
You know there's a stall.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll wait.
Tales from the Ale Trail is created by Mitchell Riley Pictures
You almost done?
and is brought to you by AE Media Inc., Web Design and Print Studio, Penn Financial Credit Union, Port Coburn, Taste the Good Life, Treschak Enterprises, Joel Hannigan Photography, William Joseph Photography, and Bell 5 TV1. Wardrobe provided by High Gravity Supply Company.